King of the Canadian Hill. How haunted is our Ontario?
It was a dark and stormy night. I was sitting in my manor house, in my smoking chair, with my smoking jacket on, by a large fireplace, crackling fireplace, with my trusty dog, Linahan, by my side, when I received a loud knock on the door, a frantic knock on the door. I rose from my chair, put down my smoking pipe, tightened my smoking jacket, and approached the door to the hallway of my manor. As I opened up the door to my manor, there was no one there. A faint rustle of howling wind and rain hitting the outside of the hallway window doors to my manor. I looked down and saw that there was a large brown box. On top of that large brown box, there was a message of "Do not open, but open if you dare." And I dared to open this box. I brought the box in. Trusty Linahan was nervous, whimpering. Something evil was inside this box. I carefully opened the box, and to my surprise, there was more old tapes that seemed from the 1970s again. And since I had myself an old cassette player in a briefcase from a previous adventure, this was not going to be hard for me to use and find out what's on these tapes that has been received to me this dark and stormy night. 4 old tapes. And of these old tapes, there was writing on these tapes. And all it said was SS Keewatin. Tape number 1. SS Keewatin. Tape number 2. SS Keewatin. Tape number 3. And SS Keewatin. Tape number 5. And then scribbled out tape number 4. Located in Georgian Bay, Ontario, currently is the SS Keewatin, a passenger liner that sailed between the ports and forts around Thunder Bay, on Lake Superior and Lake Huron's Georgian Bay, Ontario. Built in Scotland and launched in 1907 in Montreal as an Edwardian-era passenger steamer for the Canadian Pacific Railways to link Owen Sound to Thunder Bay back in the day to make a super port in the 1900s. The SS Keewatin sailed for 60 years until highways and cars became awesome, and the Trans-Canada Highway became even more awesome, and came all the way through North Ontario. Located now on Georgian Bay, for the time being, they haven't figured out where to put it yet, or move it yet, or do anything with it yet. Now a museum ship in the Ontario port that also serves as a maritime filming location and also a place for the dead. Staff quarters, staterooms, gallery, lunchroom, top deck, engine room have all ghostly sightings and ghostly sounds and ghostly thumps and ticks and tacks and washes and swashbuckling and armades and all sorts of ship maritime ghostly stuff. There's also apparently a ghost named Rosie that likes to dance if you spot her in the darkness and in the shadows, and that might actually even do something with their hair, like frizzle it up. A spirit that frizzles your hair up while you tour the Keewatin boat for historic matter and stories and info? That is creepy stuff for me. I put in tape number 1, and it was the voice of the captain of Captain Stubing, one of the last captains of the SS Keewatin. He was reporting his last voyage between what's now Owen Sound and Thunder Bay ports. Here is a highlight from that tape. October 28th, 1960. Batten down the hatches, we set sail off Fort McNall, off to Fort William, in hopes of a smooth sail coming this Hallows Eve. Avast, with peer pressure, I hope not to get ship-faced and a little naughty, but this ship happens, matey guy. This was beginning to be a Hallows Eve that he would never forget. I put in tape number 2, and it got even stranger and odder. And things were being put together in my head, but not the evil spirits that I would assume. Here's a highlight from tape number 2. October 29th, 1960. The crew in high spirits, and it's about time, says I. We have an odd fella on deck with an odd daughter, as odd as the gulls. They only talk to themselves, and to themselves they only talk. With these two odd gulls, the crew seems to be in high spirits, and the seaman on my poop deck seems to seize the day, and put these odd two in the back of their minds. Avast, matey. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. But fool me 3 times, shame on us all. However, I'm making a video of this. Here's a highlight from tape number 3. Captain's log, stardate odd 0303019 avast 60 fairly warm, be these, says I. Broke wind today with the salty warm breeze in my mate's faces. We had issues cleaning the barnacles off my dinghy. with the odd fellow's daughter, Rosie, drawing funny markings and symbols around me boat. Not no one-liner in the lot of 'em, says I. It seems not red paint either, but blood. Some sort of warship happening on the high seas, says I, with Davy Jones close by. Yarr. And I look at my clock, 4 hours into this, I couldn't give up. I couldn't let go. And I was making a video of this no matter what. Here's a highlight from tape number 4. 'Tis Hallows Eve, 31st, odd 19th century. The sea is angry today, my friends. I asked, like an old man sending soup back in the deli. Ghost ships surround us, demonic clouds above us, Loch Ness and Antgut below us, and the dead beside us avast. I do not like my boat I like my whiskey, on the rocks. But a kraken is blocking our view, Rosie and the gulls have their fill of glee this night, If we do not make it to shore alive this night, just know, that it's not the size of the ship, nor the motion of the ocean, It's whatever that captain can stay in port long enough, to get the passengers off,
Take that kink in the hill. You spelled H-I-1-1. You just got pranked, motherfucker.
Yep, it was just as I thought. It turns out that it was my neighbor's children and their friends. They have put together a brilliant play, just like those people in Belleville, which I love to death, really, truly. And this production was well done. A little too many puns, and a little too many on-the-nose references and boat thingies and boat statements for me. However, I'm using this, and this is going to go on the channel, and this is going to go on the podcast, on Podomatic and YouTube. Thank you, neighbors, because this is good stuff. And if you like this good stuff, which is not actually good stuff, it's kind of half-assed crappy stuff, follow me on Twitter. King Kenna Hill. Hill spelled H-I-1-1. I'm on Instagram, King of the Canadian Hill. Be sure to like and subscribe so I can do more of this half-assed crappy stuff. And pretty much layups from people trying to trick me. But I'll use them anyways. That's going to do it for this episode of The Lost Tapes S.S. Keewatin. We'll spook you later, and we'll scare you next time.